And we are back. It is one of the laws on the roads we should all know about, but it's not always followed. Colorado's move over law is meant to protect everyone on the road, especially people who are stopped or stuck on the side of the road. Joining us this morning to talk a little bit more about it, Colorado State Patrol Master Sergeant Gary Cutler. Good morning, Gary. Thank you so much for joining us.
Morning, glad to be here.
So everyone should know about this law, but if anybody is not familiar, tell us what exactly Colorado's move over law is and when it applies.
So we've had the move over law for quite a few years, but we kind of gave it a little bump a couple of years ago due to one of our troopers being killed while he was on the side of the road. And so what we do now is if you see somebody, and it's set up for emergency vehicles, but now it's kind of including everybody. That's tow truck drivers, even the public. So we want you to be slowing down. So you're required to slow down by at least 20 miles an hour if you can't move over. So move over first, and then if you can't move over, drop it down to about 20 miles an hour lower than the speed limit. Don't slam your brakes on this. Just, you can look ahead. You'll see that there's something up there. Start slowing down slowly so we don't cause a crash.
And so ideally, like if we're driving on the interstate and there's a crash in the right lane, we want to get over to that far left if we can.
Absolutely, because you never know what's going to happen. And those vehicles, whether it's emergency or a crash or somebody working on a tire, they may be in that lane of traffic slightly just because they couldn't get over far enough. And so you want to give them the biggest buffer you can, because the last thing you want to do is hit somebody and injure them or kill them. And we have had that on the roads. And so we're really putting a lot more teeth into it and giving people a little bit more information about it so you understand what's required of you when you get to that area.
And like you mentioned, you want people to slow down to about 20 miles per hour if they can't get over. That's going to be one of the safest things to do.
It's not 20 miles an hour. It depends on what your speed is. So if you're at 65, we want you to go down to 45, but 20 miles an hour lower than what the speed limit is at that thing. And that's just a minimum. If you need to go slower, we absolutely want you to do that because we don't want anybody injured.
Okay, and talk to us about what some of the penalties are for not moving over or slowing down.
So the ticket on it is $167. And, it's a monetary thing, but if you end up hitting somebody, then it's going to be worse for you. And so that's why we're really pushing this. There's absolutely no reason that anybody should be hurt or killed on the side of the road, because most of these roads have at least 2 lanes, if not 3. And if you're taking that defensive driving and looking at where the vehicles are that are up there on the shoulder or wherever they are, then it gives you time to slow down, move over, have enough time to signal and give everybody else an idea that, hey, I am moving over because there's something on the shoulder.
And people do remember Trooper Cody Donahue. Have these Colorado move over laws changed or evolved since his passing?
It has. We've actually named it over. It's a move over for Cody. And we have now done that definitive number of how much you should slow down, at least how much you should slow down anyways. Before that, it was just slow down, move over. And people were like, well, how fast, or how slow is slowing down? So we gave them those numbers of the minimum should be 20 below the speed limit, but if you need to, lower it even more.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and thank you for that very important information.